Hello, hello. Happy Wednesday. How's everyone doing today? Pamela here with Passionate About Scrapbooking, your Stampin' Up demonstrator in the beautiful Texas Hill Country in the little beautiful tourist town of Fredericksburg, Texas. Let me know if you're familiar with Fredericksburg. It's one of the hottest tourist places to come in Texas. Crazy, crazy. Every weekend, we have a beautiful main street filled with shopping and wineries and brewing, brewing, how do you say it for beer? Companies, restaurants. So, really neat little place to live. Never would have dreamed I would have lived here. But when I met Jeff online, that's where he was from. So, say hello if you're joining me. Let me get everything situated here. See sound. There we go. Let me know where you're from. How's your weather? I'm not sure what it's going to do today. I thought we were having warm, hot weather, but it's not sunny outside this morning. It's kind of cloudy looking, but it'll probably burn off mid-afternoon because I think it's going to be in the 80s. Now, I think later in the week it is going to dive down in temperatures just a little bit, but it was like 80 yesterday here. It was crazy. So, welcome to Story and Sketch. This is my weekly live where I create an 8.5 by 11 scrapbook page for my Story and Sketch album. So, I focus in on a particular picture or story, and then I build an 8.5 by 11. I'm not following an exact sketch, but you can use these designs that I'm coming up with. Sometimes I do use a sketch, but a lot of the times I'm just working to create a page around my photos and journaling. So that's what I'll be doing today because things are a little chaotic around here. Bevan came down with the flu Tuesday, no, Monday night. Right before bed, her nose started running really bad, and she had just come home from a weekend at her dad's and learned that he had the flu on Sunday. He got tested and confirmed he had the flu while she was there visiting. Yippee. And so she came down with it Monday night, was home all day yesterday, is home today, and I'm spraying down everything with disinfectant, taking all my vitamins, and lemon and apple cider vinegar tea to try to stay healthy. So, fingers crossed, lots of praying that the rest of us do not get sick. So, we'll see. We do have some allergies going on. Jeff struggled with the cedar because it's super high right now. And I don't know what's going on with me. I have a little bit of nasal congestion, so just hoping it's not the flu, trying not to get it. So prayers appreciated. All right, so we're going to have some fun today with the beautiful Bokeh collection from the January through April mini catalog. There is so much good stuff in this catalog. And I'm going to flip over here to the suite of products that I'm using this week. Oh my goodness, y'all. Yesterday, Stampin' Up announced that the Beautiful Butterflies stamp set that I'm using this week, you can get it for free with a $60 purchase. So they added, probably about 10 or so items to the celebration promotion that's going on now through February 28th. I was going to look and see. Here we go. I actually have a handout. So let me share with you real quick. So they added more to the celebration. So there's already a ton of products that are inside the little celebration brochure right here that I've been sharing the last few weeks. Okay. And then they just added all these products as well. So I know Debbie, good morning, Debbie. Thank you for the prayers. Debbie just placed her order and got the Celebration Alphabet a la mode dies for free because she placed an order over $60. So you can do the same and get any of these products for free. But that butterfly, so if you order the dies and the paper, I haven't looked at the pricing, but and get some essentials if you need some ink pads or embellishments or adhesives, tools, things like that to meet your $60 minimum. And then you can get this butterfly stamp set for free through February 28th. I'm highlighting it this week in all my projects. So let me find we're going to do a little review real quick. So this is what I created on Monday. I used the Around It All dies to create these abstract circles in the background. And then these are the dies right here. So on this one, I used mostly dies, the butterfly dies, and you'll see just tiny bit of stamping from the butterfly stamp set. And I did do a flip flap here. This was all about Bevan's artistic journey and detailing. This was actually in fifth grade and it was super cool. She was so excited because it says creativity is your superpower. And then from sixth grade to now, she's a senior in high school. She has been pursuing art and she is beyond incredible. I'm so proud of her, and she'll be going to Texas State to continue her artistic journey. So that's what my layout was about. And then yesterday, or I think it was Monday evening, I actually created a coordinating card. So I didn't even decorate the inside of it. Need to do that, but I used the embossing folder and then layered on one of the black butterflies. I put a little bit of Winka Stella on there as well, did some splattering with some black ink and even some heat embossing. So I shared that. And then yesterday I was playing a little bit with just the papers, and I wanted to share what I created with this stamp set and dies, the heart-shaped stamp and dies. You can get this free with a $120 purchase. So I used the same colors from this, except for the Melon Mambo. No, that's Berry Burst. This is Berry Burst, that dark pink. But how cute is that? I stamped the heart in black, and then I did the die cut. I may try to do a tutorial on this. Then I cut this out and I colored in just the leaves. Can you see how that's just the leaves and layered it on top? So had fun with that and hadn't played with it or used it yet. So wanted to share that as well. And then these are all the products we're using. So we're shifting our color combo to the Calypso Coral and um, Fresh Freesia. So these with a little bit of blue in them. And I'm also going to use the back side of the papers instead today and not the Bokeh um, design. I was looking, I must have said, I haven't brought any of the Daffodil Delight in yet. So maybe I'll do that on Friday when we do our fun fold cards. Okay? So set that aside and let's get started. I have journaling and pictures. I have kind of an idea. I'm not sure how I'm going to lay out my papers yet, but I do think I might have an idea for that to make it kind of super simple. So we've got Balmy Blue, Fresh Freesia, and that Calypso coral. And I do want to do more stamping today than just die cutting. We will die cut one photo out, I think, because I want to do kind of like a spotlight feature. So on one of the photos. So I'll share that. I've got this. You can get this for free as well with a $60 purchase. This is our seam binding ribbon that coordinates with this collection and a few others because it is in the fresh freesia. So I'm going to set that there. And I do think I'm going to bring in some black as well to this page because of the monarch butterflies. That's what I will be um, focusing on today. Then I've got the dies here, and then there's that beautiful stamp set that you can get for free with a $60 order by February 28th. So if you'll use the link down in my description, then it is attached to my host code, and there's other freebies that you will get when you use that host code link. All right, I got kitty hairs here and there. Oh, that's kind of driving me crazy. All right, we've also got this dry embossing folder. This is a 3D embossing folder. So I think I'll run some white for a background, similar to what I did on this card, just to add some texture to the page. I do have my alphabets here so I can create a title. Um, Yeah, I think I'll do that. So I got to figure that out too. And we have these itty bitty bokeh mix of, they're kind of like sequins, but they're not shaped like the normal sequins. So different types of shapes, along with some little, I guess I can show you on here. And then there was these little, you can see their dimension on them. Those are inside there too, like the little gems, iridescent gems. Love them. So, okay. So I've got those two pictures ready. This one I'm not going to cut down because I am going to cut it out with one of these shapes. So I took this photo. These photos were at the Wild Seed Farms. I've scrapbooked about that a few times. This was in October of 22. And the kids were with us as well that day, but I'm focusing on just Jeff and I. And I found this photo that has like balmy blue, kind of on the fresh freesia. I think it's kind of a mix of those colors of all the monarch butterflies. So we go there in October, talked about this on Monday too, and they release the monarch butterflies. Before they do that, you can go and register a monarch butterfly, and supposedly they put like a little tag or a sticker on the monarch, and then they release them all, and you can track them if they get, they migrate south. And if someone, I guess they scan, I don't know, the tag so you can watch online to see if your butterfly has been followed. I don't remember exactly how it all works, but something like that. Because they give us a little card that we can go online and look, and you can see where your butterfly ended up. So I'm going to use this photo, and then this is the same photo, but I zoomed in on one of the butterflies, that one right there, just to make it a little bit bigger. And then I'm going to cut it out with one of these shapes. That will probably be a good one right there. So it'll kind of be like a spotlight. I don't think I'll put it over top. I think I may put it somewhere else on the page, but that is one of the techniques I'm going to do. And then I've got my journaling, which I need to cut down. It kind of cut it off here. So I think I'm going to need to redo that. We'll go ahead and I'll do that afterwards. Just going to cut it in half. I just saw that, so my margins were not correct, I guess. So I'll fix that here in a little bit. And put that aside. So I will need some white cardstock, I think. And I'll go ahead and just grab a black as well. I was going to look and see what I had here. Not sure how much black I want to use. Just a little bit probably, but I'll just grab a black sheet. And then we'll figure out. I probably will do the layer like that. And then we'll use these colors to create. So if you're joining me, let me know where you're viewing from. What's going on with you today? What are you creating, if anything? Or what are you doing right at the moment? All right, so let's get busy. I do want to, I'm going to pull in this because I want to look and brainstorm a little bit on my stamp set and how I want to put those on there. So I didn't have an opportunity to get everything quite prepared how I would like to, but we'll just get it done now. So I am going to cut out the middle of my cardstock, and I do that just to kind of lighten up the cardstock, the weight of the page a little bit, and not to waste all that cardstock. I am going to layer some white over top of this. And then I can use this inside. I can make a card out of this, or I can use it for photo mats. So there's that one. Then we'll cut this down just 1/2 inch. So it'll make it 8 by 10.5. I'm just measuring at the 1/2 inch mark on this side right here. And we will go ahead and glue that on here. So I'm having some issues with tape. So waiting on, I have my seal around here somewhere, but I'm not crazy about using the seal on my scrapbook pages. And the adhesive I've been getting off of Amazon is out of stock right now. I ordered another from the same company. It's a Japanese brand, I believe, but it wasn't gonna, they were out of stock of the one I normally do. So I was gonna try a different kind, but I don't have, I got the refills in, but I didn't get the dispenser, the original dispenser yet. It was gonna take longer to get here for some reason. So I'm working with what I have in my stash. All right, so there's our 1/4 inch border all the way around, our background that we can do a little bit of stamping on. I hope that doesn't mess anything up. I may have to put that other piece in behind here because I was thinking, maybe, let me look. Maybe I will, because these 2 images right here, I can actually die cut out. So maybe we'll stamp and then die cut those out and not just do in the background. So I think we'll do that. So a little bit of die cutting. I might do this and I can write in here or get it typed out on my journal or my printer. And then I think we'll save all the rest for Friday. And I'll show you how to make like a shaker card, and we'll have some fun on Friday, as long as I'm still feeling good. So if you joined me late, I might be, yeah, Bevan has the flu. I'm trying not to get it. So we'll see. All right, so this is the pattern. There's that Daffodil Delight. Um, so this is a bokeh effect, I guess is the word. It's a photography effect that they put on the papers. And what's kind of cool is that in my photo, when I printed it out, it almost looks like I have some reflections. It's probably a tree, and the light was shining, the sun was shining through it onto us. So that would have been good to use here. And it just happened that Jeff and I were wearing kind of a calypso coral colors. So these pictures just worked out perfect. And then that pretty blue sky, look at that. So Wild Seed Farms has these beautiful wildflower fields that you can go and look at. I think there were sunflowers in here. And then, of course, my journaling, I asked ChatGPT to help me. It brought in, let me look. I thought it said what kind of flowers, but maybe it removed it. Blah, 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 blah. Let me see. Just said wildflower fields, mist flowers, purple mist flowers. So I didn't look up. I shared the photo of this with ChatGPT and it brought that in there. So I may need to like double check, but I didn't have time just to confirm that that's the kind of flowers those are. If they are, that is so awesome. I'm loving AI, ChatGPT more and more every time I use it. So, and I did finally break down this week and subscribe to it. And I think I'm getting even better results since I'm not using the free version. So I ran out of storage, or, they wouldn't let me load up any more photos for so many hours. So I was like, I really need this right now. So I went ahead and subscribed to it. All right, so let's get busy. Let's I want to try to do all my die cutting at the same time. So why don't we do a few stamped images and we can get those cut out. So I'm going to grab some scraps here along with, what is it? Oh, I don't know. True. Yeah, but maybe it won't be too bad. Sorry. Helping Bevan try to figure something out. All right, so I guess I don't really need my silicone mat at the moment. I do need my stamp set and some stamps. So we'll do these two. Now I need some blocks. There's that one. I think I didn't get my stamp put away. And okay, I need black. So I'm just going to stamp these in black. So we'll bring a little bit of black in. I'm already getting messy. All right, I think I'm going to do one more because, of course, that would be fine, but that one didn't get ink all the way on it. Okay, so make sure I have plenty. Then we have a little side butterfly here. Now, if you really wanted to, you could totally color these in to look like the monarch butterflies. I think I'll just do three of those. So I think I'll cut out three of each. Just looking to see if there's anything else I really need to cut out. I guess not. That should work. And I'm going to try to remember to use that little stamp right there again to add kind of like some splatters. bring in some color. All right, so we need that. We're gonna die cut this. Then I want to emboss, do a little dry emboss piece, maybe just to stick out from behind. Flip those back over because those are the colors I want. And what else? Then I need, let me get all my pieces set up over here. I think that's it. And then we'll just figure out how to put the paper down in and the photos. I do need a piece. This will work. I think I'll just use that. So let me see what, that's probably 5.5. So I'm going to make it a square, 5.5-inch square. Now every week I create a PDF file with measurements for all my projects for the week. So I'm going to move this out of the way so I can bring in my cut and emboss machine. And so that will be available for purchase on Saturday, or you can earn it for free. And you can find out that information in the description about how you can purchase it and or get it for free. All right, so let's do this first. We'll die cut this piece. Let me flip that back over. And it doesn't really matter too much, just I want it centered so it's kind of like a spotlight on. Now I think I will do, let me grab a scrap. I'm doing this. I don't want to get anything on my photo, so I'm going to lay just a piece of typing paper over top of it, and that'll keep my photo clean. Because I do find I get a little bit of, like, see how it had a little bit of something on the plate. So that took care of that. And it didn't get my photo. But you know what? I think it did it really keep it from, or am I missing a plate? Give me 1 second. No, it did. I was like, it looked like it didn't cut it out, but there, we got it cut out. Okay, perfect. So there. And that was just, I zoomed in, made it a 3x4 photo. That did work okay. All right. Now let's cut our butterflies. So I'm gonna put that back over here. I've got my butterflies. I need some tape because I want to keep them positioned on there and not move around. So I'm always better safe than sorry. All right, so let's line this up. These are, I guess, pretty easy to line up. Let's see. Should be good right there. And I think I'll start over here just to keep the dies kind of far away from each other, not overlapping too much. I'm going to go ahead and put this in as well and just get that piece cut. Probably, maybe I will do the little one as well, just to have it. Actually, you know what? I have a few of them cut already over here from where I used them. There's one. Oh well, I have some extras in. You can use these labels for what's in the stamp set, but then we have so many other stamp sets that they work well with as well. So look at the sentiments you have in all your stamp sets and see what might work if you don't already have one of those labels. Okay, cute. Mm. Every time I have a little sniffle or a cough, I'm trying not to be think negatively, be positive. I'm going to stay healthy and not get the crud that's going around. I guess I'll do like Jeff. No matter anytime he feels bad, he always says, "It's just allergies." So, it's just allergies. That's all I got. So yesterday I went to the grocery store. I went by to pick up Bevan some Tamiflu since she was within the 48-hour period of starting symptoms, I think. So maybe that'll help her some and not have so many bad symptoms and get over this quicker. And then I went over to HEB to grab a few things walked down the cough drop, sore throat aisle to get some lozenges. And I was, I'd been to the pharmacy and picked up one of the Lifesaver candies, and I was sucking on that and swallowed the spit went down the wrong way, and I started coughing, and everybody was looking at me like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "I swear I'm not sick. I just choked on my spit." I was like, "Wouldn't you know?" I was like, "I really feel fine. I really do." But oh well. It's funny how that always happens at the most inappropriate times. All right, this will be our last one. And why it won't go through, I guess. Don't know. There we go. All right, so I still got to figure out a title. So this was the Monarch release. I don't know if that's the exact name of the event, but that's what I've put in my journaling. And ChatGPT gave me some ideas. Probably have them printed out here somewhere, but I was going to scroll up too. So I got my title for Bevan, Wings of Creativity, on my scrapbook page Monday from ChatGPT. And then before that, I had it create or asked for some titles and journaling ideas using butterfly metaphors. Okay, so I think I'm done with that. And so here are some of them that might work. I'm not doing, some of them might, but this is not going to be one of them. Butterfly kisses and dreamy wishes. That's way too long. Oh, and now let's do our dry embossing real quick before I put my machine away. So we have this one right here I wanted to do. Then we have another title, Spread Your Wings and Fly, Transformation in Bloom, Embrace the Journey, Trust the Wings, A Beautiful Metamorphosis. All right, so I think I'm just going to center that in there. I'm not too concerned about where the big butterfly is because all this is just going to kind of peek out, I think, behind somewhere. It's just going to be a layer on my page. Then we have Like a Butterfly, I'm Growing and Changing. So that would be a great one for personal growth or even a baby growing type thing. Um, Fluttering through life's moments. That's kind of cool. I may ask it to do something else in a minute. Chasing butterflies and big dreams. Fly free, shine bright. Fly free. That's might be a cool one. How pretty that is. I just love these 3D embossing folders. Just that little bit of added texture. So you could get the dies and the embossing folder. Not sure what that totals out to be. You may have to add a couple of other little things to get your stamp set for free. Um, Another title, Whispers of Wings and Wildflowers. It could just be wild wings and wildflowers. That's a possibility. All right, get everything put away. Bokeh and butterflies. I won't do that one because I'm not using that side of the paper, but that would work too. Bokeh and butterflies dash life in soft focus. So some of these titles are so long that I would need to probably print part of it out. I found a good one, y'all. Every journey begins with a flutter. There's also let go, let God, let fly, and then from caterpillar to confident. And transformation takes time and it's beautiful. I really kind of like the every journey begins with a flutter. And I'm trying to think of how I could do that using, I could use these dies and then also maybe print a little bit out and use the alphabet a la mode for one of the main words. It could either be journey or flutter. Every journey begins with a flutter. I could use both of these. I might do journey with this and flutter with this. And then I can print out the every and then begins with a butter or begins with a flutter. Good morning, Flo. I hope you were engrossed in something good. So, all right, let me get back to a couple of things I'm going to do here real quick. Let me, so give me one moment while I pull up my journaling block, maybe. Let me see if it's going to pull it up or not. Not sure what it's doing. Yeah, I don't know where my pages went. I was trying to, let me quit. Let me open up my pages again. I'm going to show y'all, but I just wanted to get it pulled up first. All right, because I want to show y'all how I do this, maybe. We'll do that real quick. Because I like to, all right. So there's my screen. I think I'm sharing it. Let me pull up my pages. All right, so y'all should be able to see that. Let me see if I can zoom in on here a little bit. Yep, there we go. Okay, so I've set this up so that it's a 4x6 piece of cardstock. Right now I have it, let me move some other things here so I can see and show y'all a little bit more. Y'all can't see some of the stuff that's on my screen. So this was the journaling I came up with, or ChatGPT helped me with it. And I have it set up into columns. All right. Let me go back to, let's see, style. How about more? I want document. I'm going to look at my document. This is where I did the orientation and I made it a 4x6 piece of paper because I can run it through my computer as like a photo size. What I needed, that's what I needed to fix. And I'm going to rerun this, I think. One second, let me fix that. Okay, so I'm going to rerun this one through real quick first, since it accidentally cut off some of my journaling. And then I want to type in part of that title from the Chat GPT title that I'm going to use, I believe. All right, so I'm going to print that out. I'm not going to worry too much about the specifics about the mist flowers. And I'm just going to leave it as is. Okay, I didn't put anywhere that it was 2022, so I'll probably do that on one of, oh, I just saw Flo was doing tax prep. Bummer. Yeah, you're right. I let Jeff do that because my creative mind doesn't shift over to that very well. Doing taxes literally drives me crazy. All right. Okay, so I've got my journaling fixed. It looks good now. Now I'm going to use this same block. Oops, let me see here. Oh, who did that pull up? Did that pull up like Jeff Bezos or whatever his name is? Okay, I'm going to shift my orientation back to the portrait mode. And then I'm going to go to my section. I'm going to go to format, actually. Then I'm going to go under style. I'm going to click. Looks like I've got some margins. Oh, I know what it is. My layout. I want to go back to just one column. Then we'll go to style. Let me look at my one column. All right. I think this is going to be okay. May have to adjust the margins a little bit. But now I'm going to scroll over to my Chat GPT, and you can see those titles now, creative scrapbook titles and journaling ideas for using butterfly metaphors. I'm going to use that. I'm going to take a Post-it note. I'm going to use number 12, and we're going to do either, let's see here, I'm going to print out every and begins with A. Begins, I'm writing it down, so begins with A. All right, so let me go back to my pages, my processor, word processor, and I'm going to I'm going to do it in all caps, every, and then I'm going to tap down a little bit, and begins with A. All right. Now these are tiny, so I'm going to highlight them and we're going to make them, how about we do them 18 font? Okay. So now I need another piece of, looking for I had some 12 by 12. Give me one second. There we go. 12 by 12 cardstock. I'm going to leave that up there. Actually, I'm going to take you back, maybe. I think I can see this and y'all don't have to see it as I finish this up. Okay, so I got my 12 by 12 cardstock. I'm going to cut it at 6 inches. And I've been taking and cutting these all at 6 by 4. And I can take a whole sheet and go ahead and do this so that I have these ready to print on when I want them or need them. So I could sit here and I'm not going to do it right now, of course, but like a couple of sheets. And then I stick them over here in my 8.5 by 11, actually in my 6 by 6 organizing tool thing that I have from Stampin' Storage that holds my 6 by 6 paper. I'm just using one of the trays for the 4x6 that I have cut. I'm putting that 4x6 in my printer in the photo slot, and now I can just print that, and that'll be part of my title. All right, so there it's printing. I'll need that to trim it down. So that's kind of how I do that. So you can do a little bit longer titles. I've got such a mess going on over here, y'all. I'm just going to reach over and grab it. All right, so there we have that. And then I'm going to put it in my trimmer. And I line it up so that I cannot see it in the cutting thing, but it's right there up against it. And then I do the same thing, like I can pull, I don't know if y'all can see that. So if I can see it in the cutting gutter there, I move it until I can't see it again. And then I get a pretty good margin, I guess is the best way to explain that, on the top and the bottom, without really having to do actual measurements. And then I'll just trim off that excess. Now I can stamp and do whatever I need to on that scrap of paper. While we're here, we will cut this down as well. Now I'm probably going to bring in a little flip flap. Now when you cut that in half, you can see that there's more margin over here. So let's trim this down a little bit this way. So probably at about, I don't know if that's a little too much. So it is at 2 7/8. And then I'm going to cut this down about that much to a 1/16 of an inch on top and bottom, I think. And then I can do maybe a black piece under it. Let's look and see what I've got here. Yeah, I'm not going to use that one. So that's the piece that I cut out of the, I'll do it this way. I'll do it at 4 inches. I think that's going to work. 4x3. And then you have just a little bit of a, on this one, I'll do, what is it, 4? And so do it 3. So I'll have it for both of these. Yeah, I'm still not sure how I'm going to put all this on the page. This one needs to be cut down this side about 1/8 of an inch, and then do the same thing, just a 1/16 of an inch off the top, and then another 1/16 inch off the bottom. I'm wondering if I can get them across the page without using a flip flap. I'm going to see, just for something different. All right, so let's get all our pieces here, and then we can start laying out. And we will come back and finish our title here in a minute. So I'll have to cut some of those things out, but until then. All right, let me straighten up here a little bit for y'all. Things gotten a little bit crazy. I was trying to help Bevan figure out something she could eat this morning. I meant to pick up some more sourdough bread yesterday at the grocery store and got distracted and forgot. Seems to be a common theme nowadays. And it's my fault. I didn't put it on the list. I just thought of it at the last second. All right, so I've got those pieces. Got my picture there along with this one. And I'm wondering, I might, so there's a lot going on here. I don't think all that's going to fit. So maybe I'll do one with some journaling. Maybe I'll put my journaling in a flip flap. I've also got, I might cut another piece of black. I'm gonna get rid of this. I can use these, the back side of these for scraps or something. I do kind of like the idea of this possibly. And I've got, I wonder if it would be cool to have that. I'm thinking I want another abstract circle. So let me see what size. This was the size I think I used. Is that, yep. So I need the one that's a little bit bigger than that. All right, so I'm going to do a circle out of black for that to help it pop off the page. So it'll be layered, I guess. And still got to bring in my paper. So I'm thinking I'm just going to do a little bit of layering in here somehow. Let me grab a 3x4 flip flap because I think I'm gonna have to. You know what? I think I'm gonna do maybe a pocket. And I might just stick the journaling on the front and the back, and it could stick up out of here somewhere. Or just, okay, I'm kind of starting to get an idea of how I want to do this. Okay, so let's get that piece done right there. So I've got to move that out of the way one more time to cut that. So we've got, oh, we might have a lot of um, technique on this one today. And I do like using these 8.5 by 11 pages to do a little bit more of that. All right, so I just want to cut some black. I was looking at, I have a piece there that's has a little score mark in it, something that didn't work out right, I guess. Since there's not one um, in between there, so you can kind of turn it on here however you want. I might even layer it on white and just barely cut. I'm not sure yet. And like freehand it is what I'm thinking. But let me, while I'm here, I am going to do a little one of these. Let me find my stamp set. What I do with it. There it is. I'm going to just cut, and I think I might as well just cut that as well, just to have extras for my cards on Friday. And let's get our title cut while we have this out too. Again. All right, so this is how I can use that scrap. You know, and that kind of be cool on a just on a mixed media type project. All right, so I don't need that. I need some more black cardstock. There's a good size because I'm going to cut out. Just got a stack over here of things. I need to put them back where they belong. Give me 1 second. Get my butterflies put away where they go. All right, there we go. Um, so let me look. What words do I need for my title? I wanted journey and flutter. So I think I'm going to do journey in the big alphabet a la mode. Let's see if I can, I'm going to do all of those and then we're going to do journey. So I'm getting situated. So flutter can come out of those. 1 second, y'all. There we go. And let's do journey. Perfect. We can do all this at the same time. That's a Q. Don't want a Q. Q. And journey. And Y. All right, so that should take care. I have some letters over here already from this one, so we should be able to do the word flutter with no problem once I have these cut. There are all those. All right. And I'll just put these away in a little bit. Find where I want to put them. Pop them all out of there. Hey, so I'm curious, how does everybody do their titles? What's your favorite way to create titles? Using stamps, dies, stickers, your computer, a combination like I'm doing today? All right, so I can still pop out some stuff there. Now let me just get these all off of here. I'm just going to use this kind of to help get them off. I got to dig out my new, what do you call it, plate and get that changed out here pretty quick. All right, move those out of the side. I don't need that. Let me bring back in my mat. Get positioned again. I'm going to grab my scissors. I'm going to go ahead and cut these off. So maybe just like a 1/8 of an inch border. And see, if you look, we could have, I won't do it, but these would have fit, that would have fit on one of these too, but that's a little more time consuming to be able to get it onto the tag. And so we're not going to do that. I'm going to use these or maybe just this one to like put 2022, I think, since I didn't include that in my journaling. All right, so let me get all my letters out of here. I need journey first. All right, so I think that's journey. And then I need flutter. Flutter or fluttering? Every journey begins with a flutter. Love that. All right, let me see. There we need a U. I cut down my nails real short, and now I can't even pick stuff up with my nails. Um, Guess I'll just grab the letters I can see and find first. I was looking for an F, flat, and two T's. I know what I can do. There. It should be two T's in here. And I need an F. There's the F. And an L. Y'all are probably seeing it before me. There we go. Flat. One more T. There we go. Okay, flutter. There we go. I'm gonna grab, this is what I decided I would put my letters into. I have some more over here I'll have to clean up later from Monday. All right, so I'm gonna move these over to the side over here for a minute, and let's see how we're going to create this pocket, I think, for my journaling. So something a little different. Wondering if I need to leave room for my title, so let's figure that out first. Let me lay out journey. I'm not sure if that's how I'm doing it, but that's what I'm going to start with. Yeah, I definitely need to change out my plate because on this cardstock I can see little fuzzies around the edges. I'm just going to leave it. Okay, every journey. I don't know how, maybe I want to go lower. Begins with a flutter. I'm not sure. And I might bring this down to the bottom. That begins with a flutter, but I'm not sure yet. And lay this out in flutter. So I'm feeling like I might want to do that. Let me bring all this down. Something like that. Okay. Let me see what I can squeeze in here. Not sure yet if I'm going to be able to use that. Kind of wanting to just gonna have to go lower. Just, I could do another double pocket, y'all. Or just do, let me play around a little bit here. Should be kind of coming out like that. And we'll have our photos. Not sure. And something kind of like that. Don't know if I want that up high or probably more down low. And then I can fit this right in here. All right, I think that's kind of my plan. All right, let me stop for a second. There we go. Hello, Crystal, Christine. Katie, I moved my comments and they disappeared. Yes, I think I figured that out with the take your pick. Debbie uses stickers or the computer. Oh, and she's starting to use dies now. That's why she got those alphabet dies. All right, so I think that's gonna work. Then I can have some of my butterflies going around here and there where I need them. All right, so we got a plan. So I think we're gonna work from the top to the bottom. I'm gonna grab, I think, a new thing of liquid glue because of my alphabet. I have a couple of, I have these right here and they're been making kind of a mess. Actually, it might work. Let me bring my silicone mat in. I'm gonna see if I can get any out of these. I can. So I'm going to like do up a little dabble, whatever the word is. And we're just going to like tap it in barely. I think like this. Look, get a little bit of glue, not a ton. Hopefully that'll work. And we're just going to start like right there. So just tap, tap, tap. I think I'm going to get the excess off so there's just a little bit of glue, not too much. And when it's time to clean off this silicone mat, this works great. So, because it washes right off. Okay. Oops. Not sure if I got any glue under there. Let me see if I can. Okay. I'm trying to be careful also. I'm bad about like wiping things on my pants. Some of my pants I don't care, like sweatpants or whatever. But I have some of my favorite pants that I wiped some of this glue on last couple of weeks ago or so, and I can't get it out of my pants. It's so frustrating. I'm trying to squeeze out some more, see if there's any more in there. Not much. Let's see. So I'm just going to use this new one, I think. I was trying to make sure I just used it all, but I guess I have. This one, I think there's still some in there. It's just not wanting to come out. And if you're new here, I've tried the adhesive sheets. I really don't care for them too much. So, and I don't know that they're, if I had done it ahead of time, it would have been faster. But, oh no, Jern. Oh, I'm glad I figured that out. I almost spelled it wrong, y'all. So I got glue there. I'll have to clean that up. Who's done that? Okay, I think I can cover that up and it'll be okay. Glad I caught that. Anybody notice? If you did, you weren't fast enough on the keyboard to let me know. Not that I would have seen it. Okay, so see, I'm making a little mess over here, but thankfully the glue pretty much dries um, clear. Got a little extra right there. That was a close call. All right, I think that's good. Journey. Now I can do, I'm gonna pop those up, I think. Just with a few little, let me move that out of the way for the moment. Mini dots. Every journey begins with a flutter. Fun. Oh, and that's so that title, y'all, would be so perfect with like meeting your partner, your spouse, your significant other. That right there. That just kind of hit me. Every journey begins with a flutter. I know I have some things on in my photos, like screenshots of having butterflies when Jeff and I started dating. Okay, I'm going to glue that on there. I'm going to get all this kind of prepared. I didn't put that anything like that in my journaling, but that would have been good. I was really focusing more on the butterflies. Okay, there's that. Okay, I'm going to move this over because we know we're going to put that down here. All right, we're going to let Lady out. And then let's make our pocket. So this is the second week in a row I'm doing a pocket card or pocket page, I guess. All right, so we'll figure out how to position those, but that's pretty much how I'm going to do it. I'm going to lay this one down. I'm going to use these full 6x6 sheets. That'll make it super simple. So that's the background. This one I'm going to make the pocket on, and I'm going to use some of my foam tape roll that I get off of Amazon. And we need, all right, so I can't really, oh, I want to position them so they're sticking out so you'll see them a little bit. So let's lay it down like this, and let me show you how to do that. Now I can just leave them like that. Let's cut it about right here. We don't want them to fall below here. So we'll just put that piece right there. And then we need to put a piece about right here. So this is how you can. I want to give a little wiggle room. So I'm going to do it about right there. And that should give me just enough space to kind of tuck them in. And then we also are going to have to, because all this needs to be popped up. Let me do one more piece right in there. All right, so that should take care of that. It's going to raise that up so that we have a little place for our journaling. You could add some more pictures in there if you wanted to. If you had any, like a brochure, you'd have to fold it up or something. But if you wanted even a bigger pocket, go check out last week's story and sketch video I created a double pocket on my 8.5 by 11 page to hold my birthday cards. All right, so now I can I think I'll put it down about right there at an angle. So there we have two pretty, and then you just have to, ta-da! Oh, I have to say, I love it when I figure these things out. Maybe I'll just put that down there and like that. Something a little bit different. I think, let me look a little bit. Yeah, I don't really want to do that because that'll be covered up. I don't know. Give me a second. It's going to cover up a lot of the pretty flowers. I'm not sure. Let me look and see. Hmm. So I was thinking like doing a border up here. Let me hold that down. There's that. This could go up higher here or right over top. Then I got this space right here. What do y'all think? Thank you, Christine. Thank goodness I've figured it out before I let it stick permanently. Oops, my AirPod's messing up a little bit. All right. And then not sure yet. Let's see. I could do my title up here. And then I've got this spot down here that I need to do something with. Let me see. I could maybe do a little bit more journaling down here. Oh, a quote. I could do a quote, y'all. Got some quotes. I think I'm going to do that. Maybe that's where I could bring in. I think I like that. And then I can put the butterflies around. Every journey begins with a flutter. And then down here, I'm going to look real quick at I may have to do that after the fact. There's lots of great quotes on here. Life is like a butterfly's journey, full of transformation, patience, and breathtaking beauty. Let me kind of skim through here. I was going to see if any of it said anything about flutter. Every flutter of a butterfly's wings reminds me that small moments create the biggest impact in life. Boom. That's what I'm going to do. That is perfect. Thank you, Chat GPT. All right. And I think I'm going to see if I can, whoops, get it printed right now. So just be patient with me for a second. I'm going to switch my document to that, paste. Um, Oops, I'm trying to look and see how much room I have. I could do it the same size as that, maybe a little bit smaller. Give me one second. I didn't flip back over here so y'all could see this. Okay, perfect. And that's going to be a 6 inch. Every flutter of a butterfly's wings remind me that small moments create the biggest impact in life. I'm reading over it again just to make sure that I got it copied and pasted. And I'm putting in some more cardstock into my printer. So y'all really got the whole process today, I guess, because I was distracted this morning with Bevan, trying to help her figure out what to eat and take care of her. All right, I like. So I'm gonna attach this first, and I'm gonna use, so I'm gonna keep all of this. I got a little bit of it. So like right down in here with the border, right here. Got a little bit of glue right there. Don't think it's gonna matter. Okay, 1 second. Ta-da! And then this one, I'm gonna do right here. So I'm gonna need a few. Actually, I'm just gonna use this because it's the same, so it'll be the same width or depth of what I used on the pocket card. All right, we're getting close to being done. I'm gonna put, let me see how much. So I'm gonna put some right here. And I think I need a little bit right down here. Cut this up a little bit. So right down. And I might be okay. Yep, I think everywhere else. I'll put some glue like right here. All right, so it's kind of fun. What a mess. Not following a sketch and playing with the elements that you have on hand that you're using to figure out something a little more fun and new, unique. And this is a great way of how to, is that where I put it originally? I'm not sure. I'm going to pop it up wherever I put it. 1 second. All right. We'll figure that out here in 1 second. Let's get our letters on. And these, since they're a little bit thicker, I'm just going to put little dots of glue and bring in my tweezers to help me. I'm going to put them kind of lined up right with that photo. And we'll just do it backwards. Thank y'all. Yep, just figuring it out. So when I don't have everything quite prepared, I know it takes a little bit longer, but then y'all get to see the process. And I hope that maybe it helps you in the future working on your own projects. Just try not to rush it sometimes and think outside the box a little bit. Move things around on your page until it's pleasing to your eye. That's kind of how I think about it. What looks good, what makes me happy. And if you've followed me some, you'll see when I get excited, I'm like, oh yeah, that's what I like. I think Lady is wanting back in already. Just having fun. I've been having lots of fun with just these two alphabet dies, because that's all Stampin' Up has right now. And I'm really hoping that come May, I guess is when the new catalog will go live to everybody. Now, as demonstrators, here's a little incentive. We have a great, oh, you know what? I want to pop that up because I popped the other one up. So we have a great celebration incentive going on. I'm going to wipe that off. To join right now, and when you join, then you'll get early access to what we call pre-orders. Like we just had a pre-order go live yesterday for new online exclusives that'll be available to customers, I guess the first part of March, first week of March. And there's some really cute stuff, y'all. I have orders coming in on Friday and Saturday. So one of those will be my artisan products, which will include some of the new online exclusives that I'll get to create with this month. And that'll go live the first week of March. Begins with the flutter. Yay! Every journey begins with a flutter. And then I'm waiting to put this down because I'm still not 100% sure where I want to put that. So let's do our quote real quick. I'm going to cut it the same way. So anyhow, think about joining my team to be a part of Stamping Up, and you'll get all the insider information early, which is always fun. So we have lots of new online exclusives that are available to us right now to order. And I'm actually holding off on my new online exclusive personal order to see what I get in my artisan box. I think I know what's coming. I know some of the stuff for sure, but I wasn't sure about a couple of things. So I'm waiting. And I'm also waiting because I should have some product credit posting today or tomorrow. And then I don't have to spend so much money that I don't have. Come on, come on, lady. Barking at the neighbor. All right, so this, should I put it just right there in the middle? This is where my quote's going to go because that's really spotlighting that one right there. So I think I'm going to do that. Pop it up. Just trimming off the excess on those journal or those quote pieces. Probably I could have left the quotation marks on, but I didn't. And I think I'm going to pop those up too. What did I do with? And maybe I'm not. Oh, there they are. So back to the demonstrator thing. I was just going to share, make sure you're aware that you can, for $99, you can join Stamping Up. You pick $125 in, so you get $125 product credit. So you can pick anything you want that is available, which I think includes those new online exclusives that we're able to get right now as demonstrators. And then through February 28th, you have the bonus part of the celebration where you can choose to get two of the Stampin' Right packages. You can get two of these plus a stamp set. I have it laying around here somewhere. I'm not sure where I have it. An exclusive stamp set. So that's the bonus. Or I think it's 30 extra dollars in product credit. So it would be a $155 product credit. I think I'm going to center this and then do the same thing with this one. So a great incentive, probably one of the best incentives I've seen since joining Stamping Up. There's a $300 a quarter minimum. So share with a couple of friends, maybe. I've always looked at it ever since I was with Close to My Heart. If I did $100 a month just myself, but if you had $100 in sales a month, you would meet your minimums no problem. So this is year 26 for me being a demonstrator, not, but 25 of those years was with Close to My Heart. I cannot believe we're going to be coming up on a year in May. It's at the end of February is when last year when Close to My Heart announced their closure. All right, so now we're just going to put a couple of I got to figure out where. Oops, I still need to put this down. So let's put that down. I am going to pop it up, I think. There's going to be lots of layers to this one. Let's put a couple of regular dimensionals on here. So if you love to scrapbook and stamp and do all that, you get, when you first sign up, you get a 20% discount and you can earn, depending on your sales, you can promote and get even more of a discount. All right, so I'm going to line this up. It's kind of shaped like that, I think, and I'm just going to put it like right over this one. So it's going to end up right, like in the center, right there. Just something fun and different. Let me bring in a few of these. I don't know that I'll use all these. I'm going to pop one up right there. I love this. I do one page, 8.5 by 11 pages. I've been doing them. I started back in 21, I think, and I have videos that I did back then. I think they're just on Facebook. I don't think I did them for YouTube as well, but it was part of a Stacy Julian and Allison Davis challenges classes that I was taking. I kind of combined the two of them, the classes, to come up with this idea of story and sketch. And then I stopped doing them for a while. And back in June, I decided to start them up again because I really love doing these little pages and having an album of specific memories instead of like events. And it's just fun to be a little bit more creative. Kind of trying to decide where I want to put. Maybe I can stick it up right there. If I pop it up like right there, so I don't want it lined up right the same way there. So maybe over here, I'm just gonna put one like right there. So I'm on my third album, I think. I can get like about 20 pages into an album. And the 8.5 by 11 albums and page protectors are 30% off. I think they're still available. I will just look real quick on the Stampin' Up website. So if you go to my website and look under shop products, you'll find I'm not seeing close to my heart on there anymore. So I bet they moved it. So let me find it. Maybe under specials, maybe last chance products. I don't know. They moved them. Let me type it in. Um, I'm not sure if I can. Maybe not there. They were everyday life. Maybe they're gone. They may have taken them off. It's like, no. I think they may have taken all the close. Nope, there they are. Okay, I found them. So if you need a link to the 8.5 by 11 albums, those are still available. And let me see if I'm putting in 8.5 by 11. Let me see if that works. No, that's not. Memory protectors. Sorry, I'm just looking. Memory protectors. Yes, okay. 8.5, you just have to do a little searching. If you need links, let me know. But the 8.5 by 11 page protectors are $5.70 now. And so I think they've even, you can type in every day. One second. I'm just trying to, I guess I'm just, and the 8.5, they've marked down the 8.5 by 11 everyday life albums now to 12.50. So they're trying to clear that stuff out. Put one up here. So if you want to get into the 8.5 by 11 size, now would be the time to grab your album or albums and page protectors. And you can, because I'm going to do this for the next year. I'm going to put it like right up there. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4. I think I'll put another one there. And then that way I have 5 total butterflies. And we'll do a couple of the sequins and we'll be done. Oh, and what about um I wanted to do real quick that little stamp right there. Just doing the finishing touches. What color would be good? Um, how about we do the fresh freesia? I'm seeing that right there mostly. And we did the balmy blue on, and I want to figure out where I'm gonna put the 22. Maybe like right there or something. All right, I want to be careful. Let's see here. There. Yeah, just add a little bit more color. Don't know if I can squeeze it in there or do I want it up here? I'll put it right below. And I get up and I can, excuse me, I hit my head. Maybe all I do, I think. I think I'll just leave that there. I'm gonna print out 22 on there later. And couple of these and we will call it done. I'm gonna pull out if I can those little gems. Love those. I may have to go through through these and dig them all out. There's another one, I think. There's two different sizes. Right now, I'm only getting the one. They're all big. I think that's a little one. So look. Okay, so there's two sizes of those. And then just there's some like mirrored. They're gonna pick up different colors of light. Looks blue, but they look kind of like mirrors. It's another big one. I'm looking for another little one. There we go. There's one. I think. Can't get it though. Okay. And static. I need one more little one down here. There we go. And then I think I'll just do three little pieces like that. What do those look like? Those just look the same. Then there's some, you'll see I use the little, can't remember the name, Berry Burst. All right, this will work. Going to, I think I'm gonna see if I can just pick up some of this glue. I think it's too sticky now. One second, please. I'm making a nice little mess. I could just put it where I want it over here. I don't know if I can get this one off my finger now. I feel like a surgeon. There we go. I'm gonna do it right there. I can't really see. There we go. Okay. All right. We're just about done. Thank y'all for joining me. I'll go back and look at some of the comments. Again, sorry this one was a little bit long, but you're just joining me on the process, in the process of creating. I prefer to just go live and not sit here and edit videos. So sometimes it just takes a little bit longer, especially if I haven't been able to get prepared or I don't know exactly what I'm doing. And I think I'm gonna leave it at that. Okay, taking my hands off. So let me just pull that up so you can see how the light picks up on. So those are just like little mirrored pieces. maybe a little bit iridescent. All right, and then I'm going to put 22 right here, but I think I'll try to get it printed off like these onto there. So I'll just run that. I'll adhere it to a piece of printer paper that I printed 2022 on, or maybe October 2022, because all I've got in my journaling here are the is October Day is what ended up. So there's the journaling. When I go to cut my page protector, I'll cut it, I guess right there. This may have to get pulled over a little bit. I'm not sure. I'll have to think through that a little bit because of this photo sticking out there, but I'll figure it out. I'll try to show you what I end up doing. But that's it. So thanks for joining me. I hope you'll have a great Wednesday and a great rest of your week. Flo says price drop and demo discount on top makes a smart purchase. Yes, in the near future. So many benefits to being a demonstrator, even if you're just going to do it as a hobbyist. So that is perfectly fine. And we all have seasons of life. Sometimes you're a hobbyist, sometimes you're a business builder, all during with the same company. That's what I did with close to my heart for years with all the junk I went through with my ex. So we had Iowa, Crystal from Iowa, Christine. I'm just scanning, so I'm not seeing everything, but thanks, Flo. Thanks, Crystal, Christine, and Debbie for being here. Join me again on Friday where I'll be creating with the same products, doing some different things with that awesome die set and stamp set. I'm going to show you how to use this die right here. And also going to do a shaker card with those fun, they're not sequins, they're called itty bitty Bokeh mix. So it's a mix of stuff. They'll be great in a shaker card that I can show you how to create. And then also a flip interactive card with this die right here. It is so cool. So, and then we'll do some more stamping. I'll show you how to use these stamps this Friday. So have a great week. Catch me Friday at 10 a.m. Central Time or watch the replay. And God bless you all. Thanks for being here. Bye bye.